platform for social media in China, recently saw the spread of a video depicting a robot with 4 legs. Have you seen it? The video depicts what appears to be a dog-like robot that has an artificial intelligence automated machine pistol strapped to its back. Because of this, top robotics businesses have been compelled to criticize the use of robots in military applications by publishing an open letter. Should we then be concerned about robots? As our technology is so advanced, the day when the military is full of robots is not so far. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology spun up the engineering and robotics design company Boston Dynamics in 1992. Boston Dynamics is an American engineering and robotics design company, and Boston Dynamics, which has its headquarters in Waltham, Massachusetts, has been a part of the Hyundai Motor Group since December 2020. However, the transaction was not finalized until June 2021. The creation of several dynamic and highly mobile robots by Boston Dynamics, such as Big Dog, Spot, Atlas, and Handle, has brought the company the majority of its notoriety. Spot has been made commercially available as of 2019, making it the first robot from Boston Dynamics to be made available in this manner. However, the company has announced that it intends to commercialize additional robots as well, including Handle. Robots with the body of a dog and 4 legs, commonly referred to as robo-dogs, have been around for some time. A video of the robo-dog Spot, created by Boston Dynamics that featured it performing a charming dancing routine, went viral a few years ago. The Spot is a general-purpose robot that the manufacturer claims is designed to automate inspection duties and data collecting safely, correctly, and often. But a lot has happened in such a short amount of time. Recent developments in artificial intelligence have made it possible to create intelligent industrial robots that can adjust to their surroundings and have the mobility to move around in challenging terrain. This has opened the door to the perfect chance for weaponization. Boston Dynamics, along with 5 other leading robotics companies, have published an open letter in which they pledge that they will not allow their robots or software to be weaponized. The letter continues, "We believe that adding weapons to robots that are remotely or autonomously operated, widely available to the public, and capable of navigating to previously inaccessible locations where people live and work raises new risks of harm and serious ethical issues." Robotic conflict. The question that needs to be answered is whether or not these robotic businesses have the ability and influence to stop the weaponization of robots. Sadly, the answer is no. The United States Department of Defense will allot $7.5 billion in 2021 for the research, development, and procurement of unmanned robotic systems and other related technologies. This suggests that the most powerful military in the world will leverage future technical breakthroughs to boost its military operations, despite the apparent ethical consequences of doing so. On the one hand, as technology continues to advance, states should be increasingly capable of fighting accurate conflicts that save the lives of both military personnel and civilians as the level of conflict escalates. Nevertheless, there is no guarantee of that happening. New hands-off technology may encourage more aggressive operations, which may result in fewer military losses in the near term, but higher civilian casualties and worse infrastructural damage, which may lead to more severe socio-economic effects in the long term. From the introduction of the machine gun to the development of the nuclear bomb, the annals of military conflict imply that armed forces will not shy away from making use of any technological advances in times of armed conflict. After all, even the most courageous and willing armed forces are powerless in the face of the most recent technical advantages. However, there are significant ethical considerations that must be taken into account while implementing new technical advances in combat. For instance, since the deployment of drones introduces an element of ambiguity into questions of accountability, this practice has been roundly denounced by humanitarian organizations. For a long time, leaked Pentagon files indicate that 90% of those killed by the United States drone attacks in Operation Haymaker in northeast Afghanistan in 2013 were not the intended targets of the operations. This information is according to Amnesty International. These worries about responsibility will only become more pressing in the future as robot technology advances, as evidenced by the humanoid robot Atlas, developed by Boston Dynamics. The transition from military to civilian application. It is incontestable that militaries will employ AI weaponized robots in battle. Nevertheless, the commercialization and civilian use of these robots is an even greater cause for concern. At the moment, there is a deficiency in the amount of stringent regulation that exists around the usage of robotic systems for civilian and commercial applications all over the world. This is because mobile robots were not readily accessible to the average customer until quite recently. But now, artificial intelligence software and robots, like the one that can be seen in the video posted on Weibo, are both readily accessible for purchase in the commercial market. The use of these robots by civilian police is another cause for concern. There is no question that AI and other developing technologies can positively enhance the human experience in day-to-day life. In the past, French law enforcement agencies have employed Boston Dynamics Spot as a data collecting device during raids. Nevertheless, we are required to maintain a proactive stance and continue to educate ourselves regarding the applications of these technologies. Furthermore, we need to put pressure on legislators to restrict the implementation and utilization of these technologies before it's too late. What is it that prevents a nefarious person from affixing a gun to an AI robot? At this time, very little can be said. Because of this, there is an urgent need for regulatory action. The use of these technologies by organized crime cannot be stopped by regulation. However, regulation can limit commercial access and introduce a safety by design approach in which robotics companies are required to adhere to safety features as an integral component during the development of artificial intelligence software for robotic systems. How useful will be soldier robots in future warfare? Soldier robots are a type of robotic technology that is being developed for use in future war. These robots are designed to be autonomous, which means they can work without human interference. They are also meant to be highly mobile and capable of a wide range of activities, including reconnaissance, surveillance, and even direct combat. Soldier robots in future warfare have the potential to change the way conflicts are conducted. They may, for example, be employed to lessen the number of casualties on both sides of a war. Robots could assist in reducing the risk of injury or death by doing dangerous jobs that would otherwise be performed by human soldiers. Furthermore, robots could be deployed to carry out operations that would be too risky for humans to carry out. This could include missions in dangerous environments or in areas where enemy fire is a high risk. Robots could potentially be utilized to improve situational awareness on the battlefield. Robots could give real-time intelligence about adversary movements and activities by employing sensors and cameras. This could assist commanders in making better decisions on how to deploy their forces and resources. Is there any dark side of soldier robots? The usage of military robots has been contentious due to the possibility of their being utilized in unethical ways. For example, they could be trained to carry out commands that would be judged unethical or illegal if carried out by a human soldier. Furthermore, they have the potential to be used as weapons of mass destruction because they can be designed to target civilians or attack an opponent indiscriminately. Furthermore, bad actors may hack or influence military robots. This could lead to their being utilized for evil purposes such as assassinations or terrorist strikes. Furthermore, if the robots were hacked, they may lose control and cause enormous damage and destruction. Finally, there is the possibility that military robots will cause psychological harm to humans who engage with them. For example, if a soldier robot was programmed to be too aggressive or violent, anyone who engaged with it might experience sensations of fear and worry. Furthermore, if the robot was programmed with facial recognition software, it may induce paranoia and distrust in anyone who interacted with it. Overall, while soldier robots have the potential to be useful in certain situations, there are very severe ethical and security concerns involved with their deployment. These vulnerabilities must be solved before they are used in any manner. Regardless of whether or not there is regulation, we are uncomfortably near to a world in which wars are waged by Terminators and RoboCop policies on the streets to keep order. That's all for the video today. We'll be right back with more great videos. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.